Welcome back, guys. In the last video we passed our first test, and that was the initialization of our member class. In this video what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the methods that the member class will have and how it would work and what are the edge cases, blah blah blah. So let's get started. Here is where we left off in the last video. We tested our constructor and now things are working perfectly. The gender had an enum issue which we also made sure to cover in our tests, and now we're going to move into the set methods. So the set methods, we have like three set methods, right? And we have the fourth set method which is called add child because it adds a child to the list child list. So what we are going to do is we're just going to go through what each of these functions methods do. Set mother basically takes in a member object as an argument, and then it sets it as the member as the value for this member object's mother. Okay, great. So what could be the edge cases, right? The first thing is it can't be anything else but the member object. So if this was a statically typed language like C++, I create something like this. Suppose just set mother, and we would have something like member. Let us consider this to be a C++ thing. So member pointer member, right? And we probably have a return type. Let us call it void. So we would have something like this. And if I didn't pass anything but the member class over here, then I would basically get an error. But in Python we don't have anything like that. In Python it's all static. I mean, it's not statically typed, so I could basically pass anything, and anything could be set as the variable for mother, which is incorrect in my books. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a type check for our mother. And the other thing that we know is we have some error. If you guys remember, in our very first or second video, we have something like you cannot add child through a male, right? If you add child through a male, then you get child addition failed. Where is it? Child addition failed, child addition cannot be added through father, right? I made sure to cover that out as well. Child addition failed. Okay, so that means we're going to have a type check that it should be an instance of the member class, and then we should make sure that the gender of that particular member should be female. And yeah, I think that's about it. Other than that, everything else will be valid. So as in the mother should also be married, right? The mother should also be married. The mother should also have a spouse, and that spouse's gender should also be male. I think all of that is not required because that I think we are going to cover while we'll be, you know what, we're just going to cover that as well. What we are going to do is we are going to only check if the mother has a spouse or not, as in not just any female can be set as mother. It has to be a married female. So let us create, oh shit, this is not right. We're supposed to go here and we're going to create set test set mother, right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to create a member called mother demo. So the first thing is it will be a string, mother demo. So this will demo A. We're going to have more mother demo A. This should give us an error. Self dot assert raises, right? Value error when we call self dot member dot set mother with what with mother demo a. If we call self dot member dot set mother with mother demo a, we should get a value error. Then let us have another mother demo b. Mother demo b is going to be a member, but she is going to, you know, have mother demo b, and she is going to be a male. I mean, he's going to be a male. So similarly, I should get another value error if I have mother demo b. Then mother demo c will be a member who is going to be a female, but she is not going to be married. So this will give us another value error as well. We're going to say that, because what we're going to do is, in family tree, when we go into add spouse, we are going to check if the gender is opposite or not. So if this mother is a female, then the only way that she's going to have a spouse is if the other person is a male. So that is something else. I mean, that check should be done for add spouse actually. So since this is a unit test, we're going to stick into each module separately. I mean, we're going to stick to one module per test. So mother demo C is also going to give us a value error for the fact that she is not married. And now finally, mother, we're going to call her mother, is going to be a member of ID 4, and then we're going to call her mom. She's going to be a female. We're going to have a father as well, member 5. We're going to call him dad, and he's going to be a male, right? And now what we're going to do is mother dot spouse. Yeah, we shouldn't really set it this way. You know what? I think this is more of an integration test, because we're testing set spouse of father as well. So this is not how things would work. So let us just remove this whole error thing. So you know why I did that? Like, let me just make it clear why I did that. The thing is, if I have to uh, check if the mother is married or not, then for me to do that, I would need to create a father object, right? And then I would need to set the value of the father object as well. I would need to set the spouse. If you look here, I would need to set the spouse of the mother as our newly created father, right? So for that, we would have to use set spouse, because I want to keep it in a way. I mean, I want to keep things ethical in a way that I just don't want to go and do, mother dot spouse equals father. This is unethical, right? I have a method which is set spouse, and I am going to use that. But like I said, this is a unit test. We don't want to be going outside our test boundaries. We are testing set mother, and we don't want to be using any other function, right? So we are not going to check if she's married or not. If we are going to check that in add spouse itself, like I mean add child itself. I mean, the child will only be added if the father is, present, and the mother is present as well. So we're going to do that in add child itself. Actually, if you look at our previous examples, we have covered those. Not examples. If you have had a look at our previous video, we have covered that fact. Our whole algorithm goes like, if there is no father and there is no mother, and if, I mean, we can't add the child. So yeah, I think that thing covers it. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do self dot member dot set mother. So by the way, I hope you guys really understood what I just said. We don't want to go outside of set mother. We don't want to be using another method because this is a unit test. We just test one unit. So I think it's pretty clear now. Self.member.set mother. So this is going to take a mother demo C, and now self after this, what's going to happen is success case. This is a success case, error case, right? If I had a linter enabled here, it would crazy. It would give me all sorts of errors right now because of all the bullshit that I've been doing. I mean, leaving spaces here and all that. That's not allowed in a linter. So assert equals self dot member dot mother should be, we're going to call her mom, should be mom member dot mother dot sorry name should be mom, and her gender should be female, right? So this is what it should be. I mean, a string should not be allowed, a male should obviously be, I mean, not be allowed. Actually, if it's if it's a male, it should not be allowed. And yeah, if it's a female and it's a instance of this class, then yeah, things are good to go. And what happens is, if set mother raises an error, any value error, then we're just going to return child addition failed, because this is not a person does not exist or whatever. This is just that the person exists, the mother is a valid entity, but due to some problems of gender or instance or whatever, we cannot add her as our mother, right? So I hope that's clear. I hope I am sincerely not, I mean, I sincerely hope I am not confusing you guys too much. Just make sure to follow along. And we get a test. Member object has no attribute set mother. So let us create set mother now. You guys might be wondering, why don't I just create the set mother method before and then just do things. So the thing is, I want to follow the actual practice of test driven development so that I don't break anything. So I highly encourage you guys to follow the same routine as well, as in write test first and then write code afterwards. So the first thing that we're going to test is instance mother of the member class. If not is instance, then we're going to raise a value error. We're going to say invalid value for mother, invalid value for mother, right? If mother, alright, one more thing I just remembered is, it's not gender, it's gender dot value, right? That should be the whole thing. That should be the case. So mother dot gender dot value should be equal to gender dot female. By the way, guys, I think we should use that here as well. We should import gender here as well. What we're going to do is, would this work? I'm just going to IPython one more time. I just want to test something out. Import, we already have an enum class. Import enum, whatever is going to be this, and whatevs equals whatever 3. is not a valid identifier. Uh, what else dot what else equals to whatever dot y. Shit. Sorry guys. Just bear with me. I just want to test something out. What else equals to dot y. True, guys. So see that what we can do is, instead of checking values, what we can do is gender dot male. Great, awesome. Don't have to write value over and over again. Great. Should have done more research, but that's how it is. So the member should be male, I mean female. Otherwise, we're going to raise another value error, which is going to be invalid gender value for mother. Mother should be female, right? I think this line is too long. Let me just split that over. This should not even be a problem. Why does it show me something else? Oh, right. I didn't add this. So in Python, if you guys didn't know, this is a continuation. Usually what we do is we have this as the continuation line. If you are writing something like for I in range, or and it's too long, or it's like for I in it's a list item for item in then again there's another list item for item in, and it just goes so long. What you can do is you can just add a break in between like that. So that is a continuation. But what happens is, in case of braces, you don't really need to give that indent line or something. I don't know what it's called, front slash. You don't need to break that line out. So mother should be a female. Otherwise, if all's good, self.mother should be mother. So now let us see if all of our tests pass, right? So let us look at the test once again. So it says it will raise an error if it's not a member object, if it's male, and if everything goes good, the mother value will be set, and the name of our mother will be mom, and her gender will be female. So we should have that. It should pass. Value error not raised by self.mother. Where did this happen? So value error was not raised by self.mother. I wonder why that is. Mother demo B was supposed to be a male. It's a male. And did I use male? Oh, right. Sorry. I just forgot to delete that value part. So mother.gender if is equal to gender.female then. So now it should work. And again, is not raised by what is mother dot? Okay, this is weird. It should actually raise an error. Mother demo B is a male, and when I create a member, the gender should be gender dot male, not gender dot female. I'm just going to debug this out, guys. Bear with me. It should work. So let us look at mother.gender. It is mother. Then what? Mother.gender is equal to gender.female. female is gender dot female. Mother dot gender is equal to gender dot female. That is so wrong. It is false. Oh, guys, sorry, my bad. If not mother dot gender, I mean, if gender is not equal to not equal to female. By the way, if you guys didn't know what PDB is, it's a Python debugger, and whenever you execute code, the Python debugger just stops the code there, and you can just press next n to go into the next line. So I hope you guys learned something new. If you guys already knew that, you guys already knew that. So if you guys didn't know that, there it is. That's how we debug Python code. It's pdb and then pdb.setTrace. It's also it's not supposed to have a semicolon. It's supposed to be something like this. If you want to execute multiple things in the same line, you can use semicolons in Python. If you didn't know that already, here's something new. If mother.gender is not equal to gender.female, then we should have invalid gender. Gosh, that was such a stupid mistake, guys. Forgive me for that. And our tests have passed, guys. Great. So now what we can do is the same way we can create another test for set father, right? So yeah, father demo a, yeah, and we're going to create the same thing over here, set. So instead of mother, we're going to have father over here, her, and we're going to have a father. Yay. So our father should be a male. So if it is not, invalid value for father, by the way, and invalid gender value for father as well. Father should be a male. Mother should be a female. And if all things go well, our father is going to be father. Right, so let's just if you wondered what I just did, I just pressed Control S. What is going on over here? Why is this? Oh, okay. See, guys, father. Let us test this out, and our test should pass. Okay, invalid gender value for mother should be a female. I must have messed up somewhere around here. Remember, it was set father. A should give me an error, B should give me an error. Okay, I think I made a mistake over here. Not equal to male, invalid gender for father. Set father. Oh, sorry. Set father. Yeah. And both of our tests pass. So we've got two of our tests done. We are going to go with the third one. Now coming to set spouse, what we are going to do is we are going to check if the gender of if our gender and the spouse's gender is opposite. I mean the opposite gender. Otherwise we will not add the member as a spouse. Other than that, everything else should be the same. The spouse should be an instance of the family tree. I mean, a member instance of the member class, and then the spouse's gender should be the opposite of our gender, right? So those are the only two things that we have over here. So let us, write. Okay, sorry. Let us write test for that as well. This is going to be set mother, set father, set spouse, right? So Yep, you get that error, and what we're going to do is we're going to create set spouse. The only thing that's going to be different is the gender case. So the spouse and our gender, if self.gender is equal to spouse gender, only for spouse, and the error message is just going to say spouse and member cannot have the same gender, and self.spouse should be spouse. Great. Now we're just going to run that, and we have set father. What a surprise, because I called set father. I didn't call set father anywhere, right? Where did I get? Oh, okay. Not raised by set father. Where? Set dot member dot set father. This is set spouse, by the way. Oh, guys, see, these are the kind of errors that test-driven development is good for. I mean, not just these. There are plenty more errors that you'll see in the future. And yep, all of our tests pass. And now we're going to, just create our last setter function for this video, and that's going to be the add child. Sorry about that. According to the guidelines that we have, it's going to be add child. So let us add child. How I'm saying, it's like so. What does an add child expect? So the child does not really need to be either a male or a female. If he or she is anything other than a male or a female, then obviously we'll get an error because we already tested the constructor. It can only have values of either male or either female, right? So we don't need to check that as well. So the only thing that we need to test is if it's a member object. If it's not a member object, we are not going to add it. So test add child. If he is a member object, child demo a, then we are going to append the child. So sorry, I don't know where my head is these days, guys. I just like member, and then we're going to have 4. The is going to be called son. Let's just call him son, like let's just add a son for now. Better yet, let's just add a daughter. So we're going to get an error case. And the error case is going to be self.member dot add child. I'm going to get a value error self.member. Oh, sorry guys. Oh man, I am really like I don't know what I'm thinking with. I'm not using my head, that's for sure. Assert raises when it's called with child demo a. When you use child demo a, then this gives me an error. If I use and this is my success case, child demo b should be added. Add child demo b, and I should get 2 asserts which I'm going to copy from here. Child.0.name. child dot child 0. Since child children, oh sorry, it's children. Since children is a list, and we're just checking the value, so we'll call her daughter, right? Daughter. And then the gender is female, which is correct. And also guys, the length of our member children. So if you guys want to have a quick look, children is a list, it's an empty list, so the length should increase and the length should be 1. So member dot children, length of children should be 1, right? So let me create that method quickly. Add child is going to expect a child, if not is instance child or member, then I'm going to raise a value error. I'm going to say invalid value for child. Then if it's a proper member, then I see no problem. Dot append child. That's it. So let us run it, and all of our tests pass, guys. We were coding for a long time. In the next video, we are going to cover mocking. So we're going to have like other functions. Sorry, I keep saying functions. We're going to have other methods, and those methods will basically like call some internal methods. And since this is unit test, we're just not going to have any other method interfere with our unit, I mean our method. So you guys, you're going to see how mocking works, and we're going to write some really cool unit tests in the next video. So for now, thank you. If you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was not so boring. I hope I was really, I hope you guys liked the video. So if you did, do press the like button, and if you really want like new content from me, then do press the subscribe button as well. So that's it for this video. I hope it wasn't too long, guys. So see you guys in the next video. Bye.